So yeah, guys, I don't know. Ask me some questions. I'm never good at just talking to people about anything you want.
How old are you? Were you overweight?
Pardon?
Were you ever overweight?
No. I was actually like growing up. I was always like really, really little and skinny and probably underweight. And so I was like, when I came into CrossFit and actually kind of weightlifting, with the idea that, hey, I could just use this to get a little bigger, a little stronger. I played a lot of sports in high school and some intramural sports in college. But
what you play?
Football. I played soccer, lacrosse, and I also I skied competitively. I raced.
In the Olympics or just?
No, just I wish. just in high school. So.
But James, like, how come you're so successful? What do you attribute? I mean, what are like? Maybe share some of your workouts, your training schedule, your discipline.
One of the things that really helped me, guys, is I always like I sleep a lot. I don't know if you guys like, I sleep all the time, and I feel like being well rested really helps you in CrossFit. And the other thing that really helped is I tried to stay as organized as possible, because when I first got to CrossFit, and maybe you guys felt this too, like you come in here and there's so many movements you can do, right? You can do pull-ups, rings, you can back squat, box jump, those little handstand wall crawls, jumping over the benches. Like there's so much you can do. Sometimes it's like I don't know what to do. I felt like that a lot at CrossFit. So I worked really hard to try to get organized and always kind of have a plan, like look at what I was bad at and then look at how I could attack what I was bad at to get better and just be a better overall at CrossFit. That really, really helped me. Those are probably
that's a good point. Like weaknesses, talk about weaknesses. Is there something in school that you don't like doing that's your weakness? Instead of ignoring it, you don't like math, that's your weakness. Maybe you spend more time focusing on it and getting better. So that's kind of, I guess it sounds like, some of what you just said. Really attacking your weaknesses, that's a good strategy. Instead of just ignoring them, get better at it, and all of a sudden you're better overall. Same thing with sports. You can relate to a lot of different things.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever had this experience. I competed at the CrossFit Games this year, and then in 2009 I competed as well, and I did terrible in 2009. I finished pretty close to the bottom, and I went home and I was kind of like, what the hell happened? I don't know if you guys have ever felt that way with anything. I was like, I had done really well. I had trained hard leading up to it, but so I went back home and I was a little bummed out because I had done so poorly. I feel like I let a lot of people down. And but I kind of, like we're talking about right now, I kind of just took this idea of like, got organized. I looked at it. I said, what can I fix to get better for 2010? And I looked at 2009, and the two things that really hurt me as an athlete was just running and being strong, like absolute strength, being able to pick up heavy stuff. So throughout the next year, I focused on my running, and I focused on getting stronger just a little bit extra, and I went back in 2010 and didn't do amazing, but I did a lot better. So it kind of helped to attack those things.
After having like a bad performance, like what are some things that you can overcome that bad performance?
Well, physically, like I said, I got stronger and I got faster. Mentally, I felt, because there's a qualifier before the games. It's kind of like, and then we had this one up in Albany, New York, and I finished first place out of the qualifier to go to the CrossFit Games in 2009. So there was like a lot of pressure there. And then I went to the CrossFit Games in 2009, did crappy, and I felt like I let a lot of people down. And so, when I went back home, it was kind of like I had two choices to make. I could just kind of walk away and say, all right, I did my best, I couldn't do better, or I could try to do better again, and I did. And so one thing it really helped me with, more than just becoming like physically fitter, it just made me realize like that if you make a plan and put in enough effort to something, like try hard enough and surround yourself with people who want to help you, you could probably like overcome, all kinds of stuff. Like that was the best part about it for me, and really what I learned from it. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, I think Coach, we talk about that all the time. Everybody gets down on themselves after they lose. And that's a big thing. And instead of getting down on yourself, come back and work on getting better. You can't dwell on the past.